Hello, my legion. I thought I'd do a video about Obamacare. Now, Obamacare is something that's starting October 1st. You can sign up for it, and it's the affordable. Well, it's the Affordable Care Act, but they all call it Obamacare. And it's something you can sign up for October 1st. It affects every man, woman, and child. You have to sign up by January 1st or pay a penalty. Now, I was worrying about this more than most because I'm a veteran and I'm enrolled in the VA and I get free health care. I get my prescriptions are free. I go to the emergency center at the VA, it's free. Doctor's visits at the VA is free. I haven't paid anything, because I serve my country. I'm a Desert Storm veteran. I deserve something. I earned that free health care by serving my country. And the country has to at least do something for me. Some people who aren't veterans might not agree with this, but this is for veterans too. And I was wondering if after all this time of receiving free health care, because I got out of the Army in '91, I didn't sign up to the VA till like 97, 98. But I mean, I went to the VA before, but I never officially signed up. Because they said all I had to do was go down there and turn over your health records and stuff like that. And then they changed all their computer systems, stuff like that. And all they had was my name and social security number. So then I had to go back in 97, 98 and officially enroll in the VA healthcare. And basically what this was is I was worried that I'd have to pay into Obamacare. And veterans, I mean, that'd be like, why even have the VA thing if I have to pay for health care now? Because veterans get screwed over enough as it is. With the modern day war in Afghanistan and stuff like that, so many fellow brothers and sisters in arms coming back with no limbs or missing a limb, traumatic stress disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and all these other things, not being able to find a job, homelessness. And then with this government, a threat of a government shutdown, soldiers will not get paid if the government shuts down. They'll get an IOU. And the politicians in Washington, in the White House, the congressmen and stuff like that, they will still get paid. That's what I say to you assholes. Well, anyways, I'm getting too angry. Basically, I was worried about how that would impact my VA health care with Obamacare coming up. So I got this in the mail today. I didn't get the mail till around 7 o'clock because it was raining all day. From the VA, Department of Veterans Affairs, P.O. Box 456 from Claysburg, PA. I go to the Erie VA. And I got this. And then I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is, then I got a personalized letter also. I'll say, Dear Mr. Callan, you are receiving this letter because you are enrolled in Department of Veterans Affairs, VA Healthcare, and we appreciate the opportunity to serve you. We will want to make sure you have information about the Affordable Care Act, healthcare, also known as the healthcare law. That's Obamacare. At a glance, VA wants all veterans to get healthcare that improves their health and well-being, so you can enroll for this also and get additional healthcare. As an enrolled veteran, you do not need to take additional steps to meet the healthcare law coverage standards. Healthcare law does not change VA health benefits of veterans' out-of-pocket costs. So the healthcare law was created to expand access to affordable healthcare coverage to all Americans, lower costs, and improve quality and care coordination. Under the healthcare law, people will have health coverage that meets a minimum standard called minimum essential coverage by January 1st, 2014. Qualify for an exemption or make a payment when filing their taxes if they have affordable options but remain uninsured. It says right here, enrollment VA healthcare and the healthcare law coverage requirements. You are enrolled in the VA healthcare system, which means you have healthcare coverage that meets the standards under the healthcare law. So I don't have to sign up for Obamacare. I'm going to call my VA this Friday because I work from 8 till 6, Monday through Thursday, which is a pain because I want to get this done. Now I want to make sure. But this Friday I'm going to call up and make sure that that, you know, if you're enrolled in the VA, you shouldn't have to pay for Obamacare. And this goes out to all veterans too. And that's basically pretty much it. It says, what happens if I do not have health care coverage? You do not have to make a payment if you have coverage that meets a minimum standard called minimum essential coverage. If you have access to affordable coverage but remain uninsured starting in 2014, you may have to make payment when filing your taxes. This payment will either be a flat fee or a percentage of your taxable household income depending on which amount is higher. This is your penalty that you might have to pay. The payment will be phased in according to the schedule below. $95 or 1% of your taxable income in 2014, $325 or 2% of your taxable income in 2015, or $695 or 2.5% of your taxable income in 2016. Exemptions from the payment will be granted under certain circumstances. For more information on these exemptions, go to visit www.healthcare.gov. So far, being enrolled in the VA healthcare, I do not have to file for Obamacare. But I mean, I'm just letting you know about, for anyone else, penalties and stuff like that. And, you know, because some people might be letting this slide because it starts October 1st. But when January 1st comes around and then they find that what penalty they have to pay, people are going to be complaining big time. So, I just want to let veterans know that if you're enrolled in a VA healthcare plan, you should be exempt. It says, and it said right here, if you are enrolled in any of VA's programs below, you have coverage under standards of the healthcare law, including the Veterans Healthcare Program, which I have, Civilians Health and Medical Program, which is CHAMP VA, or the Spina Bifida Healthcare Program. You shouldn't have to pay for Obamacare. So, I mean, I'm just trying to let the vets know what's going on, and, you know, because you're my fellow brothers and sisters in arms, and I support all the vets, all the soldiers serving right now, and all vets around the world, and hopefully this helped a little bit. So, you know, I just want to give a special toast to all veterans and all brothers and sisters in arms fighting either in war or not. I mean, peacetime or in wartime. You know, fighting in Afghanistan or staying in like places like Fort Bragg. I was in Fort Bragg and stuff like that all around the world. You know, this to you. I hope this video has been of help to all veterans and stuff like that, and all other people just asking questions about Obamacare, because it's coming around the corner and it's going to affect everybody. Take care, my Legion, and take care of my veterans and fellow soldiers.